Good afternoon, beautiful beings. This is Gypsy Jess with a very special called to message. I was on my way home from work, my contractual work job, and I kept hearing singles, and specifically little Beyoncé, should have put a ring on it, just over and over again. Should have put a ring. If you like, then should have put a ring on it. If you like, then should have put a ring on it. So you'll see that I have 2 message decks set out and 1 reading deck. I'm going to do 2 readings for singles because I feel like I definitely have 2 bodies of singles coming through, and one specifically related to rings, like a marriage proposal or someone who failed to do that, coming through pretty strongly. And I'm going to start with the Gilded Tarot for both of those readings. But we're going to get messages individually for both of those groups. So stay tuned. But first thing I want you to do is take a big deep breath and relax. And allow yourself to be open to any signs, synchronicities, animals, songs, goddesses, gods, names, things that might come through as a specific signal for you to help you ground that message as your own, something that resonates with you, something that catches you. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, go ahead and focus on the decks. If both of them call to you, then perhaps there's messages in both. But we are going to get started. And we are going to start with that beautiful tiger's eye. All right. So messages. This is from the White Rose Guidance Divine Love Message decks. She's another reader here on YouTube. She was actually one of the first ones that I really got exposed to when I got back into it, or at least listening to readings online. Lovely reader. She's very different style, so check her out. But these are things that maybe someone wanted to say to you, couldn't say to you, never had the opportunity to say to you, or as I said, this is singles, so something that perhaps someone that you know wants to say to you, someone who at some point was in your circle of awareness. Your words keep ringing in my head. Whoa! Oh, someone has a lot to say, apparently. I miss you more than you know. All right, so I definitely feel like someone who was let go here. And like I said, if you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. And maybe someone who let you go, didn't realize that that's what they wanted and needed until they were gone. Distance does do that sometimes, unfortunately. You are the answer to my whole life. So I already feel like I'm picking up on someone who maybe didn't realize what they had when they had it, and is now regretful of that. So let's draw some more cards on that, you guys. You're going to see little white bars, just a little white selenite bar. It's for my own marking, and it helps to keep the, right off the bat, the energy. 2 of Cups, love. So we already have a soulmate love connection, possibly a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio on the table. So definitely some love here. Someone who let you go, possibly that you let go. Definitely something that was said here. Maybe someone who wasn't quite stepping up. The Sun, this is strong masculine energy, the biggest yes in the tarot. So if you had any questions on your mind, is this person missing me? Is this person thinking about me? I would say the yes is incredibly clear here. It's also very strong masculine energy. So, shining bright as the sun. Could also be a lot of ego, right? Definitely getting ego. Someone who's very likely have left things unsaid, right? Ego can get in the way of speaking our truth sometimes. And it sounds like, or it looks like that this particular person, you might have given them a few choice words. And at the time, their ego was too blinding, right? But this is very likely a truth that helped them grow. And now they're, upon deeper reflection, realizing what they had, realizing what they lost. You're the answer to my whole life. Eight of Cups. So Eight of Cups turned over. This is moving forward on a journey towards that Nine of Cups on independence. With this being in reverse, I'd say this is someone who's blocked. This is someone who's very hung up on your love, on you. Someone who's thinking about you quite strongly here. I'm gonna put this to the side and I'm gonna get right into some oracle cards here so I can get a better idea. But I feel very strongly someone who had a love opportunity, Two of Cups, a soulmate connection, who felt just as strongly as you did, and that let their ego get in their way, and now is unable to move forward because they're holding on to you, to the thought of you. Oracle, I don't read these in reverse. Gilded Reverie. 9. Tulips or roses here. Queen of Spades. I always get spades and clubs messed up, so whatever I say, just go with that. 9. Getting someone who wants to come through with a message, someone who has something to say. Maybe could even possibly show up, you know, with a bed of roses. Why did I say a bed of roses? What is that? I wanna lay you down in a bed of roses. For tonight, I sleep on a bed of nails. I wanna be just as close as the Holy Ghost is. I can't sing, I'm sorry, you guys. But like I said, someone who's troubled right now, who's hung up on you, who wants to be with you, who wants to come forward. But it looks like, and definitely misses you more than you know, but is being held up by themselves. 42. This goes down to 6 as well. Direction, south and north. You know, which way the wind blows. Someone who lost their direction, who's even possibly feeling worlds away from you. Maybe there's, I feel distance here, despite the fact that these people are very close, but I feel physical distance here. True north. True north. Owls, 3. So this is all about spirit here and a divine pair, right? So owls, birds in general are like spiritual messengers, right? And there's definitely, and perhaps this could very be a message from spirit to help you get closure, right? Because just because this person misses you, just because they can't move forward on you or move forward from you, just because there's love here doesn't mean that this person is necessarily for you. And this might be your message from spirit, just confirming, right? Just giving you a little edification that you did have an effect on this person. And they do miss you. And now they hold you in very high esteem. And there's, you know, the possibility, there's 2 very strong pairs here with the owls and the 2 of Cups. The potential for a very strong love connection here, but you know, sometimes, well, always people are in our life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's forever, or just because we miss someone doesn't mean it wasn't right to let them go. You can grieve things that you're not meant to hold on to. That's quite normal. The right decision can often make us sad, right? So I'm being called to pull a little bit more tarot on this. I want to get a little bit more guidance. Spirit, tell me a little bit more about this person so we can get some confirmation about whoever is asking right now. This could be a masculine or a feminine energy. It doesn't really matter. it's someone that that you've met, someone that you know, someone that you may have been very clear with. That like judgment, someone that you called judgment on. Like I said before, something that felt like it wasn't moving forward, and that you and spirit called judgment on. But this is the thing, is we're called into this lifetime, into this earth training space, if you will, to grow spiritually, right? And we have contracts with people around us. Emperor in the reverse. I promise you, this deck is not upside down. I shuffle, flipped every which way. So this is definitely an imbalanced masculine. Someone strongly in their ego. So upright, especially this particular emperor, he's wearing all blue. This is someone who's in his truth. Reversed, can be like a very narcissistic energy, very intense. My way or the highway, inflexible. Someone who might not even be open to their own truth, right? Because they're all in ego. That they don't want to listen to their own spirituality, their own inner knowing, because they're cut off from their feminine internally as well. And perhaps these are things that you said, but this particular person, and I'm gonna get one more, just give you a little bit more clarification, but I would say this particular masculine is still out of balance. And what's interesting is, you see 42 here in the upright on this card, 4, 2 in reverse, up, down, north, south. So I would say this is someone whose world was turned upside down and who is functioning still in that upside down. There needs to be a 180 turn for this person. And perhaps that's what you are intended for, is to help them move forward in that way. I suppose for some, this may be a potential for things to turn around 180, right? And to come back home. That's for you to know, not for me to tell you. I'm just giving you somewhat of the guidance you might be asking for. If you were called here, then this message is clearly for you. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. But one more, please, Spirit. One more. Again. Yeah, King of Cups. Again, water sign, so strong water here. King of Cups. This is the man of deep emotion. Cavalier. So no. Is this Knight of Cups? This is Knight of Cups. I'm sorry. So not that full mature king in his emotions, but Knight of Cups. This is definitely strong Pisces energy. Pisces, Scorpio, but Pisces in the kind of the immature sense. But remember, it doesn't have to be a Pisces, someone who's just in their emotions. But to me, this is someone who's definitely emotionally blocked, right? Who's far more in that analytical masculine, my way or the highway, who's not listening to their own intuition, who probably hasn't been listening to people around them. And now they're unable to move forward, despite having all this love within them, because there is love here, but that's pointless if someone can't express their truth, if someone can't, come forward in a balanced, meaningful way. So this particular person, I'm getting like a Metal King. Another reader has a card and she uses that term, and see how guarded this masculine is? Just all the heavy armor, and he's in the reverse. This is someone who is really closed off in their heart space, and despite having all this love within them. And this is probably what Spirit needed to bring them to in order to move forward. So just a little confirmation for you there. I'm going to get some guidance for you moving forward, because these are just going to be 2 quick little reads that were just bugging me on the way home that I had to get out. Let's see what information does Spirit want to let you know about this little guidance. So we're going to get a little bit of oracle here. 2, courage, strength, fierceness, family. Lion, lionesses, having the strength to walk away. And having this strength to be strong enough to be compassionate. So let's say this person does come in with a message of love. You know, it takes strength to overcome something that's not good for us, no matter how much we might love it. And this may be related to a family situation as well. But when the lion comes through, or the lioness, and this could be a Leo, right? Or you could be a Leo. The sun, obviously strong Leo energy. You know, bold, confident. But it's the compassion, the softness that tames the beast, right? Whether that's your beast or their beast. But I'm definitely getting that this person, definitely a king, emperor, strong energy, like a boss. This person could be in a leadership role. But this person is definitely imbalanced in that way. And to their own detriment. Deep emotions. Here we go. Again, unknown feelings, past life influences. So there could be other influences, right, in this environment, but see how these are lining up. Lion with the Leo and the sun energy. Now the cups and the moon. I mean, these are quintessential associations with these cards. So again, someone who on the outside could seem very fierce, very strong, a king, masculine, but who has very, very deep emotions that it doesn't seem they even understand themselves. And now being trapped in that is preventing them from moving forward. And what did I say? You know, the lion, the strength that helps you overcome devil energy. And this can be devil energy too. You know, wherever we see the devil, or wherever we see strength, we know the devil is nearby. And this could be an inner battle for them as well. Inner battle for you. And perhaps, again, that's why this message is coming through. But it seems that this person, circle of eternal joy, timeless dance of life, is going through some pretty heavy changes. Dragonfly, another confirmation for you there. These pyramids, these triangles on both cards. It's this is someone who is going through a strong change in order to become a balanced version of themselves. And I do believe that you are a strong trigger for that. Now, if is this person meant for you? I don't necessarily know. I can't necessarily say. But I would say whatever changes or cycles they're going through, that's for them to work through, right? Their ego is for them to overcome, right? Their emotions are for them to figure out. And we can't force people to change sooner than when they're ready. And sometimes it requires people to get stuck in order to move forward, to reclaim their joy and their truth. And I just feel that my advice to you is to allow this person to lovingly do so, right? Sometimes love means loving from afar, because the first person you need to love is yourself. One piece of guidance, please, here, Spirit. Burden, let the beer, 10, the cycle is complete. The ant, see how that busybody, that ant has been working so hard. So for someone, whoever I might be speaking to, if you put in a lot of work to make this happen, to make this last, to overcome, you know, this ego, it's time to put that burden down. It's time to let this go. This cycle is complete for you. However this has shown up, you know, in your life as it is, that is complete, and it's time to put that down. Not asking yourself if, why, not putting in more work, not trying to love someone harder into loving you. It's time to put it down, okay? So I hope that's helpful for you, my love, and I will talk to you or see you soon. Bye-bye. Hi there, pile 2 with the moonstone. All right, we're gonna get right into it again. Take a nice big deep breath. Allow any messages, any animals, any songs that might resonate to come to you right now. And remember, anything that happens during a reading is part of the reading. If you're interrupted, if someone sends you something, these are all the universe's subtle way of sending confirmation. So allow yourself to be open to listen. Gosh, my words are tongue-tied. And that happened in the last reading too, which is funny because The entire way home from work, I just kept hearing songs and singles reading. Songs and signals. So maybe you've been receiving the signals and the signs that you've been asking for, and you haven't been willing to listen. So we'll see what comes through. All right? But these are messages that your person, whether it be past, present, future, has been wanting to say to you and can't for some reason. Is from the White Rose Guidance Divine Love Messages deck. She's another reader on YouTube. Go check her out. She's got a phenomenally unique reading style. She's wonderfully pleasant to listen to. So let's go ahead and see. I will say that overall, before I even started, I got, I felt like these were people that, have already been in our life. Like I said, Beyoncé was coming through. So someone that we perhaps let go for one reason or another. I always hope to have you in my life. There we go. There it is. Maybe someone who wasn't showing up the way you needed them to. Woo. You are always safe with me. I get a strong friend energy here. And it's good. I mean, loved ones can be friends too, so there doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic interest. It's easier to stay away now than to lose you later. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is someone who didn't show up the way that you wanted them to. Maybe someone who showed up as a friend, or that perhaps friend zoned you in a very confusing way, right? Let me just get right up here. That never crossed a boundary, even despite perhaps you wanting them to, because they care for you and they knew they couldn't show up the way you wanted them to. So rather than try their hand in failing, it's easier to stay away. But let's read into this more, see if we can get a little bit more information about this person and your situation. It's easier to stay away now than lose you later. I definitely feel some loving sadness with this. So definitely some care. My heart opened up, very softly as soon as I started putting those cards down. And a little sad, but someone who I feel like was trying to do the right thing by you. And I have respect for that. Someone who doesn't cross a boundary because they know they can't show up the way you need them to be, that's someone to be respected, not someone to be upset with. The Tower, life-changing circumstances, something out of their control. This could have affected you very deeply, or something about life could have affected this relationship. Something life-changing. Four of Wands, the 1111, the Wish card, the happy home and family. So this could be a home situation. Potentially even a marriage ending. Or not a marriage ending, but someone that maybe you saw as marriage material. These lights are really standing out to me. So, and I feel like light in the darkness, justice in reverse, something that was imbalanced. This could have been a very imbalanced give and take. The 1111, that's like an equal partnership. Justice, Libra, equal scales. I'm just getting an equity here. So maybe you or this other person was giving more than the other one was able to. But something about this relationship was very out of balance. We're going to go right into the Oracle and get some more guidance. These are just quick little reads today. For those of you that needed a confirmation or that were called to click on this, because like I said, this was bothering me so much. I came home, I put a little food in my mouth, and I came right up here to read because it would not get off of my mind. So, and when it calls, it calls. 30, like orchids, they're king. So You or this person could be 30. This person's name or your name could start with a K. Flowers. For whatever reason, I'm getting funeral flowers. Something passed, something died. I'm definitely, a relationship in whatever form it was in definitely died. And I kind of feel like this might be a marriage. Hmm. 37, the clock, the cuckoo clock, very complicated, very complex little pieces. The birds and the rooster there, who crows in the morning, all these different various forms of time and reading time, candles, something that was very complicated, and time ran out. Time ran out. 37, 10, completion. Complicated situation. This could even be, because I get this air of marriage, but complication and death, imbalance. This could even be someone who perhaps was coming out of or in a marriage with someone else, and there's absolutely no judgment in that. And there's the two birds. Birds are bonded in love. This nest, this home. Whatever home situation this is related to, it was imbalanced in the give and take, and something ended here. Or even something catastrophic from the outside. So I just looked at the bottom of the deck there to help get a little I got kind of a two-faced vibe here, right? So different paths, the path, that mouth path. I definitely feel like this could be someone, for whatever reason I'm getting, that was possibly juggling two situations, two paths, and it was very complicated, a very complicated home situation. And why I keep getting funeral vibes from this, I'm not quite sure. Perhaps even this flower is your favorite flower. I want to say orchid. I'm not sure if that's what it is, an orchid or a lily. And these are cranes of some sort here. We've got a rooster if you're looking for signs. I'm going to get some more guidance here. But I just feel like something, perhaps even someone that was like juggling, like I said, juggling two different situations, or they're trying to pick a path, but wasn't giving equally to either one. And for whatever reason, you know, this ended, or these ended. And this may be something that never came to fruition. It never bloomed, despite what you saw. And, you know, outside forces changed things, and maybe someone waited too long. But well-oiled machine. Tell me more about this person. There it is, two batons, two wands. Two, I feel like this is someone who was choosing two paths, or struggling to choose two paths, and may have made the wrong choice, right? Or because of outside circumstances that were maybe unseen to you, or a very, very complicated situation, this didn't go any further than whatever it might have been. Remember, this is for your intuition to align with or not align with. But sometimes we just need confirmations, you know, or some things to help us understand that what we were feeling was correct, or, you know, that person did care. But this is a really interesting combination. Four of Pentacles. Again, this is about investment, an equal investment. But this being in the reverse tells me an unequal investment, an imbalanced, with the 11, the justice, the 4. Like, this is just an imbalanced relationship, and that was very complicated. But that did come to an end. I might extend this one just slightly here because I'm a little curious. 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands. There's some sort of conflict. And this person, so there's victory here. So like I said, this was something that was very, very complicated, very delicate, a delicate situation for whatever reason. And these may not be reasons known to you. And this person felt like they could make it work. And whatever that means is whatever that means. They felt like they could have a victory of sorts. Ooh. All right, I thought there was another one wanting to come out there. 8, but who created their own prison. Yeah, that one jumped right out. Someone that may have made the wrong choice. Or in trying to manage all these tiny little pieces and not giving equally to anything, right? Block themselves in from both sides. Who created a prison of their own making. So here I get a journey that came to an end due to outside forces, right? And perhaps that journey was with you and they still want to have you in their life. Where there could have potentially been happiness and balance. See, the 11 right there. Yours always safe with me. They care about you. And that's what that clock, right? That delicate working machine. Everything was too complicated. And sometimes that means you don't mess with anything, because if you mess with one thing, everything falls apart. And that could be very well been the case with this person, right? And they'd rather stay away and keep you safe than perhaps make your entire world fall apart, right? Because they weren't able to give fully in a balanced way, despite perhaps seeing you as a partner, right? A beautiful long-term home partner that they could have victory and success with, but in doing so, and perhaps failing to make a choice, they're stuck in that choice, in that prison. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. Heartache. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit more guidance for you. What does our viewer need to know further about this situation moving forward? Ooh, grab 2 there. Divine Masculine, 8. Active power. So perhaps you are the masculine watching, perhaps this person is masculine watching, but whatever this cycle is, whatever this outside force was, this person was and is acting in or towards that good, strong, divine, masculine power. Like I said, that sort of power is what keeps the feminine safe. That's what sort of power, that's the power that allows the feminine to flourish and to blossom. And that can be, you know, a prison, like I said, a prison of their own making, but this could even be someone who, you know, they put that gate down, right? They said no to this situation, this whatever with you out of love. 39, miracles, ancient wisdom. 39 could also be an age, but this is to me also, there's still a possibility here. I feel, you know, miracles can happen. But that doesn't mean we sit around and wait. We don't sit around and wait for someone to fully step into the masculine. And right, this could be a feminine and masculine energy, or masculine and feminine energy. Take it how it resonates. But we don't sit around and wait for anyone, right? Divine energy can only be with divine energy. And if we're not on the same wavelength, then it can't happen, right? So we have to allow people to evolve, to get their wings, to earn their wings. And I see wings in both of these. Earn their wings. Find their light. And to allow and to create death and rebirth. What did I say earlier? I felt like there was a death here. Right? As I kept getting a funeral with this. Darkness to light. So, and perhaps this is this person's death. And this could be related to the last reading, you know, someone going through an ego death. But I feel like this is someone who's further along, if they're related in any way. Black Panthers there, if that resonates with you. And there's so much purity, so much lightness. And even that tree there, see that? To me, that looks like a womb, or even like a vulva. That feminine energy, sexual energy. You could even think kind of ovaries and testes. But coming through that channel, someone who's being reborn. Being reborn into the best version of themselves. So if this is related to the last reading, or if you've been called to both, I would say that this is someone who's further along the road, right? Who's a far more evolved energy, and who's being forced, not even forced, but moved along, whether they like it or not, in order to become the best versions of themselves. And they are doing it, right? The light is turning on. See the lights there in both of these matching cards, the lights with the wings, their spirit wings, their third eye turning on, finding their own light. Finding their own light. You see that in both of those? Confirmation. And who's being reborn. And I would say with the balance in their masculine, feminine energy, that's what darkness and light is, right? It's yin and yang. And maybe this is helping you too, right? Because relationships are reflections of ourselves. So perhaps this allowed you to begin balancing your masculine and feminine energies. Because otherwise we attract people who are also imbalanced, and it's a struggle. I want to get one more oracle card for you moving forward, and I hope this was helpful. Please let me know in the comments, like, share. But this is beautiful. This one is a very light, nice heart. I definitely feel a heart opening. Like I feel that. Oh my goodness. Okay. I did shuffle. This was the closing card for the last one. So I would say watch pile 1 if you haven't already. But it is time to put this burden down. The ant there, that was the exact oracle card that just came out. I did shuffle them. You heard it. So again, it's time to put this burden down. This was a message of confirmation. You couldn't have done anything differently. You weren't intended to. And this person, whoever this person is, this is spirit now doing their work to open their heart. And now it's just time to rest. Now it's just time to rest. And if you were meant to come back together, you will. Or together for the first time even. All right, my loves. I hope this was helpful. And have a great night. Bye-bye.